Democracy for news, views, and entertainment. Radio Democracy, Radio Democracy, Radio Democracy for news, views, and entertainment. The true voice of the people. Radio D, to you there's no equal.
Second to none. Radio D, you're still number one.
You are the voice of the voiceless. You are the choice of the voiceless.
Real.
Sure. Yeah.
Check it out. Check it.
You did teach and preach, but good governance.
Real.
You want to see we country advance. You not get party, stand for democracy. You give everybody a chance.
98.1.
Radio Democracy. Radio Democracy. Radio Democracy. For news, views, and entertainment. Radio Democracy. Radio Democracy. Radio Democracy. For news, views, and entertainment.
Radio Democracy. 98.1. We believe in no political party. We have no region. We have no tribe. We believe not in social or class standing. We believe in democracy. We believe in the rule of law. We believe in good governance. We believe in people. Our people. We believe in Sierra Leone. Peace. From me, Jimmy B.
Radio Democracy, the true voice of the people.
From New Englandville Studios, good morning and welcome to the second edition of your program, Good Morning Saloon for this week. We come to you live from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. Today is Tuesday, March 24, 2026. And we'll bring the program to you this Tuesday morning. My name is Usman Kamara.
And Musa Kamara, my name. Good morning. Inside the edition of the program Good Morning Saloon, the leader of the opposition at Parliament, Honorable Abdul Kagbose, na them party member them, na the different districts been tell them not for go back na Parliament after we President Bill be appointed Mon Alpha for be Chief Electoral Commissioner at ECSL. According to the chairperson at the University of Saloon Teaching Hospital Complex, Dr. Sonia Spencer, the neurosurgery machine where the hospital don't get go make them begin do brain spinal cord surgery and other thing them we na the Connaught Hospital. And today inside the program Radio Democracy go talk to the Saloon Public Transport Authority, Isaac Ken Green. We go talk about the status of public transport in the country.
Well, this and plenty other stories on the inside the program this morning, plus the country manager for Gold Saloon, James Riaxe. Gold Saloon done budget over $5 million for support governments and the agriculture, health, blue economy, and other one them inside 2026. Members say the list will be live on www.radiodemocracy.sl. And members say the list will be live from a radio partner them, Radio Shallow 89.5 Nakoina Duga and Falabadi Street. Same way so on Radio Maleng 88.5, Radio 1G 11.3 na Pujondi Street. Radio Colente 90.0 na Cambia, Radio Mo 105.5 na Kainlang, Vupad Radio na Waterloo, Voice of Sandon Radio 95.7 na Konodi Street, Voice of Karine na Kamakuyo 98.0, Voice of Masoro Pujondi Street, Advocacy Radio Putloko District, Radio Katsbami on 106.7 at Tonkolimba, and at FM on 95.9 na Moyamba District. The program na Good Morning Saloon will come to you live from Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. You can send in the message now Radio Democracy Facebook page and YouTube, or drop in a message on the number 077-981-981.
The program Good Morning Saloon they continue. Inside the program we start for look at issues to go side the Chief Executive Officer for Beckma Empowerment Initiative, Mantisulma Beckley, the work away the organization together with them partner them Center for Advocacy and Research for Women and Girls to go do do to woman them na collecton na for support the umaya for no but different skills them. They talk this inside one meeting with the woman them with the umaya do na the collecton community. For more on this we join Sonia Bell.
Plenty 10. Plenty 10.
The program Good Morning Saloon, they continue. They come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. We they get challenge with our insights where we get that we go bring them back to you. The program now Good Morning Saloon. They come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. We take one part with headlines to read them inside the program Good Morning Saloon. Well, as I mentioned, the program now Good Morning Saloon, they come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM, and they listen to we on Facebook, they watch we live na Facebook and also na YouTube, and also they listen to we through we partner stations them across the country on the Radio Democracy 98.1 na Freetown, and also we listen to we through different stations them across the country. The program na Good Morning Saloon, they come to you from 98.1 FM, and also you can get we from Radio Shalom 89.5 na Kwena Dugu and Falaba District, Radio Malen 88.5 na Kailaon Districts, Radio 1J 11.3 na Pujaon Districts, Radio Kolente 90.5 na Cambia, Radio Ma 105.5 na Kailaon, Vupad Radio na Waterloo, Voice of Sando Radio 95.7 na Canal District, Voice of Karina na Kamakyo 98.0, Voice of Masoro na Pujaon District, Advocacy Radio Port Local District, Radio Cat Bamin na Tonkolimba on 106.7, and at FM na Moyamba on 95.9. The program Good Morning Saloon, they continue, and it comes to you from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. As we mentioned inside one Pawi headline stories them today, they talk to authorities them from this. As we mentioned inside one Pawi headline stories them inside the program Good Morning Saloon, they talk to the Director General na the Saloon Public Transport Authority, Isaac Ken Green. We go talk about the status of public transport in the country. For Sikadat, I want to welcome Ken Green at the program. Good morning and welcome to the program Good Morning Saloon.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
I'm sure this is not the first time they get you on Radio Democracy Good Morning Saloon.
I'm not
Okay.
too sure. I think I don't dare before, but never mind.
Okay. You therefore talk about public transports in the country as the Director General for the Saloon Public Transport Authority. We now come in, we an organization or body we government create for manage public transports in the country, and one of the public transport sector na they manage na the Waka Fine Bus. But this and other public transport system we talk about today. When we talk about public transports under the management of the Saloon Public Transport Authority, what will they talk about?
So, finally, we'll get some into perspective first.
Okay.
The Sierra Leone Public Transport, now a relatively new authority, because before the Sierra Leone Public Transport Authority come into being, we now became public transport regulator in the public transport ecosystem. So this authority come into being by an act of parliament on the 23rd of April 2023, and we done the operate now for about 2.5 years. This authority then create so it will plan, regulate, and monitor the management and operation of public transport. All public transport except air transportation and maritime.
From Salon perspective, when you talk about public transport, what specifically we they talk about? Whose transport system we run as for public?
So if I know you ask, so it's nice to put it into context.
Yes.
So put it simply, so that me grandpa na Blama and me brother na Samu we will understand what they talk now. Yeah?
Okay.
So we they talk about poda, we they talk about taxi, we they talk about bus them, where they run go upline and back, where sometimes they run go Guinea, Liberia, we they talk about keke, we they talk about Okada, etc. So now then we they talk about even the one that we they deal with cargo. So this now the kind of public transport where we they talk about taxi them, where they operate.
It's good for where you put it into perspective, because when you talk about public transport, most time people go think say the Salon Public Transport Authority under the leadership of Ken Green, they only run the Waka Fine buses. But if we're not at the head for public transport, whose can leadership and oversight we provide for keke, poda, bike and cargo them way in a private property them?
So before I come into that question, may I just clarify the Waka Fine?
No, they come to the Waka Fine.
We
They come a large
data.
chunk of the program.
Okay.
Maybe we'll discuss Waka Fine, but let we look at the authority where the Salon Public Transport Authority gets over the private body. Then, because I ask this most times where transport can go up, people say now we buy remote car, now we they run and now we they regulate them. It seems as if the sector is regulated by itself.
So it's easy for answer that question by looking at the functions
Okay.
of the Sierra Leone public transport. I know go through all, but I'll go through few so that Fambulem go understand the functions then with this authority they perform. So obviously, as I've mentioned, they say we regulate public transport excluding air and sea transportation. They talk say they issue and renew license for public transport operators. So down the back, I will get for come and make clarification, because we begin to talk about license, people will begin confused within SLRSA for, which you not for. So normally, if you want go license your vehicle, you still get for go na SLRSA. If you want go get driver license, you still get for go na SLRSA. But that you must how you get. If you want turn to taxi or poda, then you get for come to the Sierra Leone Public Transport Authority for get public transport operators license, with different from your normal driver license or your normal vehicle license. So now the difference than the way people think they want to say how una go they ask you for license, then SLR.
Make I get this point clear. Most times now van them then can come with this country where they can give window and get iron seats and go license them na SLRSA begin run poda whether na eastern or western or provincials. So
again, then they na safety issues na.
No. I
yes,
come.
Okay.
Then can come them van them. Gam put on a way that then we will run public transport with them. Is it that process need now the approval of the Salon Transport Authority?
No, so that gets for do with the safety of the vehicle. And they come we get standards, because what we do, we provide standards for the operators them as to how they operate. I will come to that. But where vehicle come, the standard of vehicle way for make them roadworthy for public transportation, na Sierra Leone Road Safety Authority, they look at that. I want we.
And my point is, if you want start for run your vehicle as public transport after we don't come with another country, you need approval from the Salon.
Definitely.
Now that's how they try to
Definitely.
ask you.
Once a BC, you want to run as poda.
Yeah.
Once you want to run as poda, or you want to take as passenger transportation for the go up and back, then you get for come to the Sierra Leone Road Public Transport Authority for get public transport operators license. So as I would say, going further, like we talk about the functions them, so we get a responsibility for carry out fare analysis for public transport and make recommendation on fare structure to the minister. So like where you can see normally they see where sometimes fuel go up. You see them go to Ministry of Transport change fare. So now we responsibility for do all that fare analysis there and make recommendation to the minister for make them do fare adjustment. We will come into that day because then they say the way they do them in the past, now like as petrol go up so, then they say price for change. When they know they take all the very other variables them we involve in public transport operation, like say spare parts day, tire day for buy, transmission all day for buy, lubricant, then they go maybe sometimes they don't go up, fuel can down, then they say for put the price down, you know consider staff cost, other admin costs, corporate tax and all the rest of it. So when we do them fare analysis here going forward, we will take all that into consideration and recommend it to the minister.
Una can analyze or take into consideration booking?
No, so wait till they say right now, and I make we don't come in the space for regulate. And I make we don't come in the space for regulate. As I talk to you right now, we don't get 2 draft regulation where the law officers one don't even come to one on fare and tariff, and the other on public transport operators license. This will cover all anything and they where they talk so and make sure say we will regulate them public transport operators so that all anything about booking and all the rest of it in the future no go exist again.
Continue for the with me inside the program in name na Isaac Ken Green, and the acting director general in Sierra Leone Public Transport Authority, as we get updates about the transport authority and progress and same also plans we then get for public transport in the country. Musa?
Yes, the program Good Morning Saloon, they continue. They come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy, 98.1 FM. We go and look at the first issue inside the program Good Morning Saloon, with the Chief Executive Officer for Beckma Empowerment Initiative, Mante Sulma Beckley, the worker with the organization together with the Partner Center for Advocacy and Research for Women and Girls do now to them na collecting na part of their young commitments for supporting Umaya with skill development. A talk this in our meeting we then get to the Umaya na this community. From on this we join Sonia Bell.
Plenty 10.
The program now Good Morning Saloon, and we still get some technical challenge in the program. We continue with the studio guest. We na Ken Green in the Director General Saloon Public Transport Authority. They inside the program they talk about the mandates and also the function of the authority. Mr. Green, we did look at the public transport sector. You talk about fare analysis, cost, and other one them. It seems from what you don't explain, una dey for price control na the public sector. Is that the case?
Well, you go take under with it. I say so, but we want do and we want get a right. So what we say that so we now the Ministry of Transport and Aviation still get the rights for adjust fare, renew or reduce. But waiting a we role now for do that fare analysis holistically and advise the minister as to how if for do that day. So yes, say
when I don't begin advice or this now something we not prepare for.
So this is a plan. So I just tell you say we don't do a draft regulation.
Okay.
On fare and tariff. We don't do a draft regulation on public transport operators license. A day for review, now the law officers department. We do on consultation with the various stakeholders, then the drivers union, keke, bike, CSOs, etc. And we go get for scale that up to like the Transport Oversight Committee in a parliament, WIO ministry, before eventually we can go parliament.
When you talk about price control and the transport sector, they watch and look at some situation where they operate now other parts of the world, where some people get a fixed price, like from here to Pisa, if in a bike, everybody know you don't need for talk price. And if na taxi, okay, everybody know you no need for talk price. But salon, you go take one bike from New Englandville to Duazak Junction, you go tell say 20,000, you go tell say 5,000 as the case may be, and you get for this stock price all day, enough fix. How possible say this system we don't operate or exist for a very long time, and plenty of them get a young price within the fix? Say the Salone Public Transport Authority, which then lawyer we don't put go address then challenge you.
So now the very reason that we make, we come with the regulations here. When once it don't go in a parliament, it clear, you know, say this now, it binding on the operators them, where they operate within we own purview. So yes, that's not in the happen now. Like how you say you go to other country them, you get fixed price. So if you watch in we own tariff now, the draft one, you see say we don't make provision for that. Say for instance, say we will put price say from here to 10 kilometers, now this is not the price. Any other kilometer after that go attract another X amount of price. So you know, and also we make sure say in the regulation also the tariff they will don't put operators them for sticker na them vehicle and so passenger they go see them na them stations and so passenger they see them. So there is no misunderstanding as to waiting the actual price for your distance, for the zone that we cover, and so on and so forth. So this draft, hold on, say it's a comprehensive one. We go through consultation now so that we get the input of all the stakeholders them before we make a binding on it.
Now, I think maybe perhaps plenty people need to discuss but it gets influence into transport, especially the provincial areas. Now the checkpoints then at the road and the booking. All they reflect because driver go say I get for book now, I get for book. Like I don't want to call any different or specific destination, but all the provincial towns then gets numerous or plenty checkpoints them where they meet, where the driver the book throughout. How then lawyer wanna they eliminate this aspect of now the transport sector where now a factor also.
There's nothing where we know say with the complaint from Dundee from union members them, but within the ministry don't do now for set up a transport steering committee. We involve all the stakeholders in transportation, including the Sierra Leone police, so that we all sit down and plan a public transportation together, so that we can look into all the aspects here for make sure say they no should aid again going forward. So that's not the reason we make the Ministry of Transport and Aviation don't set up a public transport steering committee. Involve the Freetown City Council, involve the Ministry of Finance, involve and Ministry of Environment, Ministry of Information, etc., etc. So all the stakeholders in the business, they in the steering committee, so that when we discuss issues of this sort, we will try for NIPAM at the board. But we know say that they exist, but these are some of the reasons why make government they take the appropriate step for curb them kind situation. And
these are private businesses them. Whose control na go sat over them? Who somebody in the buy motor the runner?
No, it's different. If not your private vehicle, the moment.
No, I mean it's a public transport, but an individual owner, not a government owner.
Yes, but a public transport you operate. No, if you're not private person self, you don't turn that you must now forget an income from Dundee. You they take passenger them. We get for make sure say the way and manner in which they carry passenger them a day within the standard we don't set for regulate you. So you not go say because you're not private person, you perform public service, you not go fall under regulation. You're not private person, but not public service you perform. And so you fall within the purview for make we regulate you.
Continue for stay with me inside the program. When we come back, we look at una functions and things that we want to put in place for CC una improve the public transport sector. In name na Ken Green, in the Director General Salone Public Transport Authority. The program na Good Morning Saloon in the country from 98.1 FM. We take one part with headline stories. Then we go say according to the chairperson at the University of Salon Teaching Hospital Complex, Dr. Sonia Spencer, the neurosurgery machine where the hospital don't get go make them begin do brain spinal cord surgery and other thing them na the Connaught Hospital. He talk this now the 10th anniversary celebration and award ceremony with them all with them partner them for talk about the challenge and impact we they don't do inside the last 10 years with the theme Decade of Excellence in Healthcare Education and Research. Well, from on this we join Karifa to content.
Inside 2014, Salon people know about wetin public health virus mean, with over 1,000 people wey been die from the Ebola sick na the country, and plenty for them people wey been die for this sick na everybody workman dem wey this be among the country health system. For sake of this make, the West African College been set up the University of Salon Teaching Hospital Complex for the train well body workman dem for specialize na different area than at the health sector, and Parliament inside 2016 been sign the Teaching Hospital Complex to law. The first and chairperson at the University of Salon Teaching Hospital Complex, Dr. Nimata Majek-Swoka, talk more about this.
In 2017, we embarked on what was truly a daunting task. 6 hospitals, 6 locations, 1 vision. Connaught, PCMH, Olajuwon, Kisi, Psychiatry, Jue, and Laka, separate and scattered across the city, yet called to function as one. We built from almost nothing. We traveled constantly from campus to campus. We made difficult decisions, aligning people, aligning purpose. We laid foundations, administrative, structural, enduring, no frills, just the essentials. We aligned staff, we established governance. Every hospital was seen, every voice was heard. We had a clear vision, excellence in medical education, excellence in service to our nation.
But waiting are some of the impact when the teaching hospital don't create inside the past 10 years. The chief medical director at the University of Salon Teaching Hospital Complex, Professor Kainde Sunday Oluwadia, he explained.
In Sierra Leone, we say, thank you for the way we don't come. And thank you for the way we dey go. Over the past decade, USLTHC has made steady progress. In training and capacity building, the transformation has been remarkable. Today, we have close to 150 resident doctors across 7 specialties with more than 30 senior registrars. A country that once struggled with a shortage of specialists is now on the threshold of producing over 100 specialists and consultants. We are accredited in 7 specialties with community health awaiting results, radiology knocking on the door, and the pathologists being prepared.
Where in the talk, the chairperson at the University of Salon Teaching Hospital Complex, Dr. Sonia Spencer, say the neurosurgery where they don't bring back na Salon, don't make now then they do surgery na the brain, spinal cord and other one then at Connaught Hospital.
The one way I can say dear to me heart, that are neurosurgery where we bring come. Neurosurgery been there before. Late Dr. Ulrich Jones been there. But when Dr. Ulrich Jones carry neurosurgery with him, nothing again no been there. But this God is wonderful. We dey do neurosurgery operation now na Connaught. They not go pay plenty money to Dr. George Nacho. So that one day he really I feel passionate about that neurosurgery.
And continue for talk about the development in them. What the teaching hospital they do?
Right now, sometime by then September this year, we don't get 10 departments we go the train. Right now we don't get 7. The 817 they don't assess them. We dey wait for the results. Whether it will be 8 departments now we can train and then recognize them training them. I want the people that will go hearing na radio. Let them believe say yes. Teaching hospital e don't get good doctor them day. So let people they're not afraid for kind of government hospital day. They get equipment, they not get all, but we get appreciable number of equipment. We get the trainer them, we get the training them.
Dr. Sonia Spencer end up call on government and development partner them for support the teaching hospital so that the country can say go get plenty specialist doctor them. For Radio Democracy, Mina Karifa to counter the reports.
Bloombank Digital Banking don't come for it.
I said so. You look stressed so.
Nah, bank are the one go so.
Me sister, go digital.
Digital?
Yes, with Bloombank Digital Banking. Just tap, click, swipe and send money, receive money, check your balance, pay your bills and get quick loans before Jacko cuts your eye.
But Abula fly.
Well, bring your phone.
Not so easy and quick.
Yes, with Bloombank Digital, you can bank with freedom any side of the world. Your money is safe and secure. Also, you can do business and transfer money instantly by your currency across Africa. Quick one with Collax.
Wow! As from today, call me Aisatu Bloombank Digital.
Aha! Aisatu Bloombank Digital.
Yes, na me name. I dey go tell all me party them for join Bloombank Digital Banking.
Bingo! Waiting you dey wait for. Go ahead and download our digital banking app from Google Play Store and Apple Store or visit any of our branches for further details. For no more, you can visit our website, bloombankafrica.com.
No left piano, cause Bloombank Digital they make you bank
with Collax. Bloombank Africa. Let's make it happen.
Not to know the pressure me.
Oh, boss lady, you dey shine oh, you dey glow.
Sammy, well I tell you what, na for Kana Blue Crest College, when na dey I dey do me digital skills and also get me own small business where I dey run pan this digital business here. Then get professional skill course when na fashion design. Na then na the first fashion school na salon. Where then get local and international designers there when na train teachers them for learn you for do fashion design and garment construction. Na they I learn wey make I also get me own business where I dey run.
When this course here dey start?
Admission dey on right now. We get bachelor degree in IT honors, professional diploma in IT, honor diploma in hardware and networking, certificate programs delect, server infrastructure management, web development, A+, N+, CCNA, CCNP, Java or Python, MS Office and Advanced Excel, graphic design, Tale ERP9, QuickBooks. You can call number 77 Wilkins Road or call 030-701-701. Blue Crest College. Learn today for being better person tomorrow.
No pressure.
The program Good Morning Salon, they continue still inside the studios. We get Isaac Ken Green, we are the acting manager for the Sierra Leone Public Transport Authority. Inside 2019, government, together with World Bank, introduced the Integrated Resilience Urban Mobility Project, and under this project, we get for improve the road, and also public transport reform na Freetown, and under the una institution for and una they in charge of or manage the Wakafine Motor Academy. Waiting at the status so far of that particular project or the Motor Academy.
So make clarify the Wakafine. The Wakafine na a brand. Na a brand we no go just the parent current boss ya no more. Any other company where they operate under the Sierra Leone Public Authority go carry that brand today, the Wakafine. So the company where they operate them Wakafine boss ya, then call them the Metro Transport Company. So now a registered company with corporate affairs, well structured, get on board, and staff and management as the case may be. So now then they operate the Wakafine boss, and the Wakafine really not a brand under the Sierra Leone Public Transport Authority. So as we speak, the Wakafine boss, obviously we know in our 5th week we get 42. We very operational now. We get 12. We get 1 or 2 issues there where they don't develop through accidents, transmission problem as the case may be. And then in the they then they at the workshop for make them go repair them. But we get 42 of them and they way operational as we speak. So that's now currently of the bus system within operation.
You mentioned saying a 50 cam.
Yes, correct.
Now 52 let me come because we understand say some of them get issues since the day one.
So originally in a 49 cam. Then I think one begets issue on board the ship. So then discard and they get for gets another one. We come the following year. So now 50 days in total. As we speak.
Okay. As you say now 50 days in total, but presently now 42 operational.
Yeah.
Concern they come out from the public say they post them done less in the street. When plenty people they allege saying at 20 they run at this moment.
Well, there are so many issues, I will tell you. But I can tell you for free, say if you go, you get, say 42 operational, where if you touch and pull and today, it run. There are issues where prevalent, we get driver issues, for example. So the ratio of driver to a bus, not two driver to a bus, because the way we set the operational standard of those buses, operation for start 6 o'clock in the morning, it end 10 o'clock in the night. You can't get one driver for operate a bus day from 6 in the morning to 10. It's dangerous for passenger, they're dangerous for drivers then. So not two driver then day. So but when we bring, so this is where I talk about cultural shifts. Which would introduce you in a new system, and it must get young glitches as you go along. Which you get for do no more, you just get for be steadfast and make sure say the plan that we don't put in place, you stick to them until you get that to that position when everybody go accept them. Then drivers there, I'll be honest, most of them come out straight from Pura, then joke na boss. And you know the mindset, with no disrespect to Pura driver them, but they are not as disciplined as which you call proper professional drivers them. So they are going through that process. And in the process, we don't get driver behavior, driver conduct and all things. So in the safety of passenger and whatnot, then we get for relief some of them drivers here. So the driver number, I talked to the general manager yesterday, it don't reduce considerably. And that's not one issue. And let's say you get 50 drivers then. Obviously, you're not going to put all 50 drivers them for operate the bus them, because now two drivers to a bus. You get for put some drivers them for cover leave, for cover sickness, for cover other emergencies them. So as a result, you're not going to put all them 42 buses then day, because you don't get the driver them currently for run them bus then day. Okay. Then so you have some of those issues. So now make see all the buses them was say operational on the road, but we are working with Metro Transport Company for get that right, for increase as I talk to you now. Then they train drivers them, they train female drivers them, with the in training now, so that then go increase the number again. Waiting they want really in terms of drivers them. Metro need about 120 drivers them for operate them buses there. You need about 100 for the 50 buses. Then sometimes another 20 for cover sickness, annual leave, and other contingencies.
I just forget things clear. The reason why I make the other bus them pack now because of driver nodi. When I mean pull a public notice for sending the public for later we are say Metro they look out for driver them.
Yeah, Metro don't do that. Metro don't make put out notice for recruit drivers them than they out, and based on that drivers then will apply whether they go through training. So
okay. You say 42 operational, we posting the claim is I start but not all the run. Almost in a street.
So as I speak, then they run between 20 and 25 based on the availability of drivers then.
20, 25 in the run, just Lumley and Eastern. People don't almost ask why we not get Waka Fine bus na Peninsula? Why there is no Waka Fine bus na Waterloo?
Okay, so when this bus operation starts, the plan was now before take them from Jue to bus station number 2 River to central bus station. And when you then do all the analysis and survey as to how many buses then they will need for cover all the gaps, now almost like 200 buses then we get for need. Obviously, we will not buy 200 bus system. So we get for reduce the corridor now from Lumley, instead of number 2 na the west corridor, it comes from Lumley to bus station. Then we bring them from, instead of Dewey to bus station na the east, we bring them to Kalbato. We are seriously considering if we get the opportunity for make sure say Boston then at the areas and the way you call, because we safe don't they get calls and requests from passengers then not the areas and the way you call.
Now, when you talk about this bus, now one way plenty people it's difficult for make them understand the system within they operate under. Would they look at the revenue aspect? The buses get private number plates and then gets a privilege like a government bus. What's now the status of them buses? Now private individual get on a government operated buses.
So this is what we call the PPP, private public partnership.
Okay.
So the company not a private company, but they perform a public service. So the service now government gets for provide public transportation. You give a contract out to a private company for provide that service there for government. Now one effective way where government around the world they do public service delivery then they are on a PPP. So that is what now private company for answer your question, but they provide public service.
They provide public service, but when it comes to the service system, they're most time even expensive than the commercial one. Them we people run as privates. We then say then they provide government service. Why is it like that?
So it find make you able understand the way we Metro Transport Company they operate. Number one, unlike most other poda, this is registered with corporate affairs. They pay corporate tax, unlike beaucoup other public transport the way you talk. They pay NACIT contribution for in staff them. They pay staff, they get huge numbers. And I had the talk say they need an equivalent of 120 staff. Then get admin staff them as well. Then they pay insurance, then they pay withholding tax, etc., etc. Where some of them order, they pay leave allowance, they pay medical for the staff them. Where then company they order private transportation we mentioned. So no they pay. Most puda are just one driver or again hangman and all thing. You know, compare the service where they operate, but also we bring a digital ticketing system for make the system transparent for passengers them and easy for let passenger they use the service. All that they come at a cost. When you take what we call in the business the total cost of ownership, or for make and simple, the total operating cost of Metro Transport Company, you cannot compare them to then other people and they. So basically, if you get driver, you get for pay driver. And a boku driver. You get for pay medical, you get for pay all ends they were outlined. So all that day, now it make the price we Metro the charge is slightly different. And the service we Metro the charge. Now pull to pull, most of them drivers and this and other thing will get for clamp down on. No, they run the full length of the corridor. Like Metro go do pole to pole, so they do halfway. Right. All the incident we Metro they do, Metro Transport they do, then other company and they do them.
Right. The concern will come out from the public now that no matter how you take this bus and how you can do, na fixed price.
Correct.
Why?
Because
why somebody for take bus from Collegiate and St. John then he pay maybe 10 loans or 11 loans?
So I will tell you something, and this it's best practice all over the world. If I go England, I just come up Bogota, I use public transport, the equivalent of me authority under then call and Trans Millennium. This na fixed price. It doesn't matter if now from here to just yonder you go or from here to Waterloo, now fixed price they put. You go na London. It's just a fixed price. When you tap your Oyster card, elect now one stop you do. It is the same price you go with that, reach once you did at the same zone.
But you can't compare then country with Salone because we somehow get a huge
so
difference
make a
in terms
to Nigeria. To Nigeria, you get Lagos, the own equivalent of we then call and Lamata, Lagos Area Metropolitan Transport Authority. Now the same, there you have a fixed price. You know, get half say from here to this, not to like taxi or that we didn't negotiate your price. You understand? Not so like Uber service we take, we in by distance we cover. This now fixed price for that particular journey day.
But the initiatives of this project we World Bank support government of Salone now for ease the burden of Sierra Leoneans in terms of transportation.
So, and that is why we are bringing this fare and tariff regulation so that it is fair on the operator and fair on the passenger as well, so that you know kind of disadvantage either the passenger or the operator. So we are looking into this here critically when we analyze the fare system for recommend to the minister for making a set fare for various routes in the public transport sector.
The last one, before we take break inside the program, we get the man women in charge of this project, winner Mr. Indolo, for over 1 year now. This not the promise we be make. Say then go look inside halfway. It's over years now. This time around, any hope there?
So the idea of looking at halfway, you understand? So basically, which will be the plan for do? We get some boss them. We sometimes we say sometimes one they run from say Aberdeen Road, start from Lumley to Central Bus Station. In price not will be the same like Dandy, or from UE Building to Central Bus Station. In price, so now in that context, if they talk and we say we'll look into that and see how we do them. As we speak, the current projects we now then call and coming, they are also negotiating and see if they can plug. And I believe say if things go well, they will get more buses for cover. Right. That then and we'll be able to look into all the aspects and then we will cover. So we're not to halfway you call them, but at the routes. But you know say this route here now this price they charge, now that bus because like how you say, somebody come on Lumley, it take 10 Leons, go bus station. Somebody come on, say, Congo Cross. If you not them party, you don't take Aberdeen Road way cheaper, then it cost the same like when you come out. So, in going forward, these are all of the things then we will consider in trying to looking at passenger welfare.
All right, continue for the week inside the program. In name Isaac Ken Green, and the acting director general for the Sierra Leone Public Transport Authority. We'll go for a break. When we come, we'll continue for look at more issues.
You dey get problem for find the right bank for keep you couple or do business? Union Trust Bank UTB na your solution. UTB they do internet banking where they make them easy for you for know wetin dey happen with your account any side you dey anytime you put or take money. We dey give we customers them loan we no go monitor them for pay at all. Oh yes, Union Trust Bank na the bank for you. Now UTB, all we customers them special and we get good workman them where they cater for all we customers them banking service. We then have plenty sign of the country. We then have Kabbalah, Cambia, Lonsal, Jala, Maboka, Bo, Kenema, Kono and Mile 91. You can get more information but we at www.utb.sl or come now we head office now number 2 House Street, Freetown. Union Trust Bank, now the true bank for you.
Salone Commercial Bank don't come with new banking products them for make life easy. With Million Online Bank and Million Mobile App, you can able for use Salone Link money transfer for send money to anybody. It let you not get bank account. Transfer or receive money now the same bank or any other bank. Transfer money to person or office. It let you not get the account number. Buy Edsalight, pay other bill them, and now get advanced salary. You don't need for worry again, but almost money then you earn. because you can able for pay for things the way you buy in a supermarket and other shop them with the quick response code payment. Jagbadon done for the boss man them. With Beyond Online Direct, you can upload salary, pay all your supplier them, sell forex to Salon Commercial Bank, and watch your account anytime. If you need the app, download them from Google Play Store or any Apple Store, or go on Salon Commercial Bank website www.slcb.com. Sierra Leone Commercial Bank, delivering value.
The program Good Morning Salon they continue. We continue for look at issues. We will say some people they use the Waka Fine bus from Lumley to bus station. We see one challenge we then get with the Waka Fine bus now because the price for them bus here dear pass the private transport there. Then people raise this concern to the democracy when they talk about the challenge with the Waka Fine bus they get.
I mean, like just say social worker. You understand? The service fine, but the problem where we as citizens they get, and not to everybody they able for afford that price there. At least when we take and say where they say government something, because they bring and can as government. If they take and say this na commercial person where na person get them, I they run and for like getting money, we can understand. We know say he buy them a dear, then he want pull the money. But since where they bring and can they say a government vehicle, I believe say government vehicle will be the less for all the people na salon. It can make them 15,000. Why is Lord just say keke na 20,000? Where they know they make people flop flop inside the keke or no other waiting. Waka Fine I go just say na just ordinary poda. The only thing na chances no more than get passed. Even the poda the way they pay, rights for letting themselves get their own living. You don't get me because Waka Fine can't happen inside. Poda no it happen inside because then go hold them. Even it don't full up. You understand? People and go team up. Then you even go break, take people go team up. So now normal poda no more me just take us. Because if you don't buy the card, 30 million, then you top up them again. So it's like now VIP business now. Because Waka Fine, they give half to half. You don't understand. Now for the one that we get pass we.
You must not get AC. Put the AC on.
There is no AC. Daniel, everybody know Waka Fine. I don't believe say AC they do. Because you would use na free atmosphere because AC no day.
Yeah, well, for me are satisfied, right? Because of the distance where they come out. If I say I take any other means for come for come out, a day for come na Lumley, it will go make us spend more money. Or I dey around Waterloo Street. If I say I can Lumley, I will spend something 20 or 25,000 for come. But using Waka Fine, it helped me somehow, at least they reduce the cost from that 25,000 they for count to 12,000. So I was able to save some amount of money.
So currently now almost not the pay and almost not be the pay before this time.
Well, currently right now 11,000 they pay. Before we pay 8,000.
Are you able for assess the drivers' attitude towards passengers them?
Well, for me, I don't ever meet up any driver. It's we don't talk to passenger anyhow. Or a look person, no, I don't want to meet up that kind situation. The only situation when we don't meet up now like the supervisors because there are certain times some people and not everybody get the understanding how to use this Waka Fine, more especially when they don't introduce this new system where before now for use the card. So mine don't use for buy tickets even at the bus. So if you come, you meet up somebody, just jump inside the bus, then you never for interrogate and well, just ask that arrogant way, where you card, where you not get card, go na do. No, that side is wrong. But the driver then okay, but the supervisors then not at times how to approach people there.
All right.
The program Good Morning Salon, they continue. We still look inside concern of Sierra Leone and them. Also, reporter Sonia Bell, me talk to some people where they use the Waka Fine bus from St. John to bus station. See, one challenge where they get with the Waka Fine bus, now the electronic card, we then say they don't introduce. Then people here raise this concern to Radio Democracy, where they talk about the challenge them, whether they get with the Waka Fine bus.
As St. John, now one of the routes them way Waka Fine bus they use every day for take people from one place to another. So as passenger where they use Waka Fine bus, wetin na your experience so far where you don't get from the bus in service?
Well, the bus is really nice, but I really like now people are still small.
Why?
This card where they don't carry it. Some don't know it about the card, and some are not able to afford them because you get for the top up them every day.
Catholicism, they don't say very expensive for the Waka Fine boys. They don't tell we say they will make certain provisions. Then, for example, for disabled people, so that next time go able for they use this bus here. So what do you get to say to that?
Well, it's the system okay, but I don't see no other side for disabled past the system no more with it. And the normal bed, only the passenger sits there.
So like anything or they sloop, something like a sloop not there for like disabled go able for claim inside the bus?
Man say it there, but now they only say outside they step in for come inside the bus. Now the only one and the normal way there.
Okay, so you make mention of this card where they don't introduce. So this card here, so how much for support every month?
Well, really, so what me get, I either say 30 million.
30 years for the month.
Yeah, but really some don't know it, and some people who don't use for take this Waka Fine bus, they really strain out. They take them difficult because of the card they don't get.
So what you get for say so this card issue here, so where people and also get the understanding of this card for user mate and more family.
Let them make awareness to the people, let people know. Say well now so we they do. So people will get the awareness, say, okay, now card will they buy now. Some man go buy the card. You are able to afford them, go buy the card. You don't understand. But you are not able to use other means of transportation.
How about the space, like the amount of passenger the way they take? Is it okay or they overload the bus?
Well, it's all the card not be there. They overload. They choke. Right, some card on there, everybody they sit down comfortably, they enjoy the Waka Fine.
Okay, so as possible they use Waka Fine bus or they use Waka Fine bus before. What's the experience we don't get so far from the service?
For me, Waka Fine first time I use it be okay for me because it be fast, the fastness because sometimes transport be hard to forget. Where Waka Fine become now, it be easy.
Okay, so from bus station to Kalbaton,
yeah,
how much do they pay by then?
10 million because I 10 million they pay.
Okay. So why now this BNT they use Waka Fine bus?
Because now Moritong now me they candle. So the transport it may look more expensive. So if I take now go Moritong now like 7 or 5 million. But if I take Waka Fine it will add up. So now I make so right now Moritong me they so I'm not able to take Waka Fine for go right now.
Okay, where you did they take the Waka Fine bus ticket? How the like inside the bus, where can to the passenger, the amount of passenger the way they did take?
You get one time, one supervisor where if you told to people where people begin talk para, even insult one big mommy, one supervisor one time because all my tell her left, but in all grave. Tell the woman calm down, then they argue. They will see one other man back, they argue. Tell the man say, "Ain't go report him." So from now, I look the less for take Waka Fine small bag because of that supervisor there. Because it is the space we don't flop. It's a power people them for push. So now making people them begin get argument. But anyway, some bus drivers they're nice.
Okay, so we also understand say. Now, the card now that they use that the Waka Fine bus. So, what's your take on that? When everybody for they feel that card they just for about 30 days.
For me, it's not fine because not all man go get that money they for. Like the less privilege right now when they can take camp, they're not key. Maybe now in the key usually take, but now what's not the card? They get a more hard for take transport right now because Waka Fine most easiest way safe for go right now. Now when they don't take card, it hard for people.
The program now Good Morning Saloon they come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. That now concern from the passengers or some passengers will use the Waka Fine bus. We get Ken Green in the Director General for the Saloon Public Transport Authority. You don't get them concerns then. What's the response to them?
So I can always say, anytime you introduce something we new, you're bound for get challenges. Really want for plead with we passenger them, make them be patient, and make them try for understand the benefits where this card business gets. Waiting that card they charge you is not different from what you be they pay where na be paper tickets. Now the same money you they pay. The only thing no more that upfront cost initially you they buy that card day. And when you buy that card day, now you now forever. Anytime where you come, if you put 20 leons there, you put 100 leons there, you put 200 leons, now you, when you tap that card, that same price will be paid when a paper tickets. Now no more they come out. Nothing else. Like where I hear somebody say, expensive now for the card pass paper, non different, not the same price. So we get for look at the benefits with this they carry it. It's easy, not so all same. Where you get a card day, you dey run for go get somebody who say you go buy tickets and all the rest. Of course, the money then you card already. All you need for do now for just jump na the bus, you tap, it take you money, you go sit down full.
In a situation that me money don't, I know aware they are entering at the bus. Is there an opportunity for pay on the bus? If me card no the not get money again, they need answer to the ATM card inside it.
So at the moment, because not to all man don't buy the card yet, so we keep this POS system inside the bus. Because waiting they happen now, say for make we encourage other people because we just want to stick to the card system no more. But if you no get card and you want to take the bus, somebody will get card. He get enough money, he can give that person your money, it tap for you, and you able ride. But then go now the POS instead of the onboard machine where you tap pan, now the POS then go print ticket for you so you say get receipts. So yes, at the moment that they do until we don't make sure say everybody don't get card, we all don't used to RAM, then we will take that POS off. But we get down there as a fallback.
Okay, when this project starts, most of the things the women they say these buses could provide, you know, some of them actually up till now not actualize, especially the disabled friendly environment for disabled people. This project me promise say they will make them disabled friendly, get ram them, but up till now it's the same thing. Waiting to go on.
So it is unfortunate, yes, you're right, because we want to make sure say the bus is accessible to everybody. Everybody, the elderly, the physically challenged, and what have you. Unfortunately, when they come, they no be cow they ramp, then they would try forget another makeshift one, but they're not even fit with this one because they're slightly high. So what would they do now? Now for put some steps them, now the area so you go assist them and we support. Yes, the ideal thing now for make you get a disabled ramp. Now we try them, but you know work by the bus them because they before car originally with that somewhere along the line that not happen. But with a hope see in the future, any other bus where they can now, it must get disabled ramp. Because that's for be a standard. Because we want to make sure say the bus then accessible to everybody regardless of your condition.
So when actually disabled people will begin access this bus?
So disabled people are accessing the bus as we speak with the support of some of we staff them. So we get steps them, or they put, especially in Alumni Terminal, Calba Town, and Central Bus Station. When disabled people then come, we staff them, they support them, then go inside. So disabled that they use the bus there already. Okay. But that is not the most, I'll admit, ideal way for me. The ramp would be a lot easier for them for access the bus. Okay. So Naimeka say going forward, this for be a standard because we want to make sure say all buses that operates under Public Transport Authority for be accessible to every passenger regardless of your condition.
Alright, so now we are of the boots they want to make around town, Congo Cross, Wilkinson Road. I know the status at this moment of them, but there outside somebody go sit down and wait till the Waka Fine bus system come.
So you talk about the bus stops them?
Yeah.
Yes.
One, when I mean, for me, say, I think internet facility go the dashboard go in at them place in the, but if you pass the, not like then the frame did it, but you know the function, especially Congo Cross by Vine.
Okay. So I think, like I say, we are challenged as a new authority. So number one, I am aware that yes, some of these bus shelters are being abused. There is no secrets about that. So what do we plan going forward? Now for contract them out to people them with the expertise for make sure say those bus shelters are clean and conducive for passenger use, and also secure them from the abuse of vandals them around. Okay. So that is the plan going forward. So that's making sure that going forward, then kind situation and not go occur again. Oh. But you talk about the information with that again you get people where they tamper and then the information board some areas and then still work. You go to a central bus station, in the information board they give you the time where the bus and they arrive. People are treacherous as alone. You can watch even bus seats them. You see people then will take blade and cut them. So that is why we think so. Contract that out. Let we get a company where they manage the security and cleanliness of them bus shelters.
So now look at this aspect of the bus halt or bus station the central Freetown, or we said in the left from is it what is Johnson Street? The central bus station.
Yes.
When we talked to Una the last time, Una been promising in the next 1 year after the rains, Una go make that place in 2023 after the rains or 2024, but still the place they in the same situation. What happened?
So I'm not going to say it's still they in the same situation. Absolutely, we not do the changes yet, but I will tell you when we go there, that place be the rain, the leak, pasmak man. Which we meager resources, we don't manage for cover the roof. Which we meager resources, we don't manage for provide public toilets. They way passenger, then they use. But
that place, now, the place is still trader than beaucoup de passengers. Trader than beaucoup de passengers.
No. If you ask, if you go there now, we get 2 uniformed police officers. Them where they make sure say we declare.
What about the sitting? What about the sitting accommodation?
So all this, like how you say, when you talk about that, money they right now through the CAMIP projects when they don't start the procurement process for do that day, and by the grace of God, before the rains, you will see say they don't do all this to the ask for. So
but this same promise will not be done make them before this time.
No, so I would tell you, if you understand how the World Bank process they go, sometimes they INSEF can be a bit rigorous. So they don't approve them. They will tell you that now because they don't approve money for make we do that day. Now all that time the same way they take for do all anything and it can be a bit tedious. As I speak to you now, they are going through procurement process for make them take care of the roof, do sitting arrangement, make sure that the place is presentable for and comfortable for passengers then.
Will they come look at more issues that the program will come back to you? But one striking questions we then they ask, why they're not in Waka Fine Boston?
Well, I not going to say they know they wash them out because this now things that we don't. If you ask recently, we find Waka Fine the Metro Transport Company for as a result of that. But
dirty for the dirty.
Yes, not to in all cases because we said they monitor that. Not to in all cases. You don't get 1 or 2 occasions them where passenger they don't draw we attention to that, and when we take the necessary action. So yes, I know you say they know they were saying yes because not you they observe with the monitor.
What do you find them for now?
All that are part of your regulation. Now part of the condition. So say the bus will be clean, if tidy and all the rest of it. So if we don't give warning once, twice, we don't see that, then there'll be a fine because the bus not clean. Where they come on, that part of regulation. So many things who they get them bus they are under regulation will tell you say you for operate between this time and that time, the bus for clean, your driver forget the requisite license, for past this age, etc., etc. So those are one of the regulatory conditions and we will monitor.
Continue for the week inside the program. Isaac Ken Green in the acting Director General for the Sierra Leone Public Transport Authority. We will come back. We can look at if somebody gets in own private puda within the criteria we for meet. Follow on a register. And the program Good Morning Salon, they continue inside the program. We take another issue. Inside the leader of the opposition at Parliament, Honorable Abdul Kagbose, and then party member then a different district and tell them not for go back na Parliament after we President Bill be appoint Edmond Alpha for be the Chief Electoral Commissioner and ICSA. It talk this story the democracy we immediately talk about them party in position on the appointment of Edmond Alpha as the new ECSL boss. For more on this, make we join Sharon Ojalo.
Inside any 5 years, political party them na the country can nominate people for serve as member them na Parliament, councillor, mayor or chairperson, and local council them. After the 2023 election, the APC party will win 54 seats in Parliament and over 400 local council seats them na the 22 local council them na the country. The mandates of them people are among plenty other things them now for represent people in the different districts them. We say them vote for them. But early February this year, them people also suspend their work both in a local council and Parliament because them party no agree for the appointment of the Chief Electoral Commissioner Edmond Alpha. So the democracy go back to the people who vote for them people here and ask the question if they agree for this decision, whether representative them take.
In terms of representation, it will really affect we. It will affect we all. Because when they go to Parliament, then they make decision for the people, like the citizens, the masses, not to themselves that they represent. For the fact that they don't decide for stop for take part in Parliament, it will seriously affect we.
Well, Daniel, maybe it don't go okay because two parties they sit down and discuss on some strategies. Maybe see now one they go now this one they go. So I'm not sure if something they go on when a relevant thing. Although me to politician, they want to tell me they tell them let them just go work really, let them go work back. Because however they don't get seats now. However they forgo they discuss so many things about the country. So that.
Honorable Muni Ulasana, now a former member of Parliament under the SLPP party, and say government for tap for pay the APC MPR because they know they do the work where government they pay them for.
Because you taking money for a job you're not doing is corruption. So in fact, I will use this forum to invite ACC for let them answer to questions when that become out of hands. But in this situation, they don't do a force how many months? 2023. At the end of the day, government calculates bulk IBA for the dam. They don't shape them, they don't chop. Now they don't come again, they don't want to go work. Then the one will continue for pay them. So if you let them work, then you want them pay you. When you before say if you get your establishment or entity, you employ somebody, you no go work, what they do, they fire them. So we are acting Sierra Leoneans. These MPs that are walking out of Parliament should be fired come 2028.
With this concern from them people here and the former SLPP member of Parliament, we meet the leader of opposition at Parliament, Honorable Abdul Kagbo, and put them concern here to Ram.
They feel bad that they go understand the vote at the end of the day, the result where they can call, not to waiting a vote for. In fact, that disappoints with people then than any form of representation we do now. If you say the people then gladly, what matters most to the people then, now for let their voice be reflected in the composition of Parliament. And they don't make them be clear to me. We are very close to the people then. This now one decision where we don't take, we people then, as we reach our constituency, so they all the kind of houses then. Sometimes then we engage the people then. I don't work on a plenty attire basis then. Pass somebody one underrate or underestimate the thinking of Sierra Leoneans then. In fact, Sierra Leoneans then, not only with people then. There are people that way, not even the political party, where you say no, but then people that they don't pass mark. We are not take this again from them. We are not allow them again for can put somebody where they don't give you results we will not vote for.
There is in here where the leader of opposition at Parliament, Honorable Abdul Kagbo, they say not in place according to the presidential spokesman Alpha Khan.
Let them go do their main opposition. In Parliament they did not go there. Now they forgo oppose. It is not in the street. For me, if send Pekin for let go do a chore and he cannot do that chore, he can't begin give you excuse, rain been dey come, the hill be slippery. So I go for on a road, now I cannot go now outside for go get the water for like come. Get to the water's edge, get the water and bring come for me. Now I send you for. We don't send them. Me, Alpha Kano, me na constituent in Port Locod district. Abdul Kabo is my MP. Then they go na parliament, then they commode, na me then they go for. If they not go represent me, and all the 550,000 of us in Port Locod district, they don't feel well. Especially where the thing where they ask for is wrong.
Solomon Sundu, now the executive director of Biange Foundation, say for avoid all this, government for look back inside the 1991 constitution and reduce the carry out parliamentarian and they take direction from them political party them.
When we turn up and say that toll gates, if for reduce and can down, we for we don't see let them boycott and save. Why then go sit them back within them period and the boycott and non me what I mentioned about the telecommunications. Boycott those, these are public interests. These are the interests of all of us. But when they see them, they do that. Now, when it comes to political party, which is their own interest, that is where they will boycott from the SLPP and APC. Because the public interest supersede all other interests. Even though you get allegiance to your political party. Now make me say that 77K. Let me even begin look at that now. How they for modify them. You can look at your political party. But if there is anything that you should go beyond, you understand, look at the public interest. You say, okay, I will vote against this bill.
Even with all this, the issues still stand, and APC representative them about local and parliament don't suspend their participation for the last 1 month. For the Society for Radio Democracy, me, Nachong Nojalo.
The program Good Morning Salon, they continue. We take one of the headlines to get them before we go over to the Acting Director General. Now we're going to go outside the country manager for Gold Salon, James Riakse. Gold Salon don't budget over $5 million for support government, now the agriculture, health, blue economy, and other one day inside 2026. I talk this way, Gold Salon together with Conti Foundation and Caritas Salon go present the annual budget and activity plan for 2026 to the Ministry of Planning and Economic Development. From on this, make we join Adeyemi Jackson.
The Ministry of Planning and Economic Development get mandate for guide government for put together idea for care development to people through planning with a document we get seen them, but our government for develop the country. But for make this happen, government need the support from different players them, like local and international non-governmental organizations them, we can help government take development and rural community. But inside the past year them, one challenge with government on the face that the fact say, government not know about the activity of couple of some NGO them where they operate in the country. Because of this make, the Ministry of Planning and Economic Development decide for come with the open information sharing system, where this now platform where local and international non-governmental organizations can explain about the activity and say the couple where they use, present the activity plan and budget to the Ministry of Planning and Economic Development for the year 2026. Where it talk, the Deputy Development Secretary, Ministry of Planning and Economic Development, Usman Conte, talk about the reason why the ministry decided to come up with this system.
For us as a government, we do appreciate the interventions of the NGOs in helping this country towards developing our society. But more often than not, NGOs are engaged in activities. They do a lot of things, but many people, especially those of us in the city here, sometimes we don't know what they are doing, but they are doing a lot of work. So today, it is an information sharing session. We have the media here telling the people of Sierra Leone, as well as the government, what you are doing.
The Salon Association of Non-Governmental Organizations, SLANGO, the umbrella body for NGO them where they operate in the country, we make the national coordinator for SLANGO, Alice James, say this system will help promote transparency and accountability.
Na SLANGO, we believe say transparency na the foundation of the work we dey do. And as long as you are member na SLANGO, you also believe say transparency and accountability na the foundation of the NGO where you dey run. And I know say all the one the way they na so today then committed to that. And then they make sure say all the data una they present today, the reports say una they give, the project outcomes so una they give. Na information the way we go able for access na other means. Now the public, now on our website, for ask on our presenter now, on our able for presenter and to we.
Gold Salon are one of the organizations where they go present the activity plan and budget for 2026 to the Ministry of Planning and Economic Development. We make the country director for Gold Salon, James Riak, talk about the budget and activity plan for 2026.
The annual budget for 2026 is $5.9 million. And in terms of the focus areas, as an organization, we have the strategy, which is aligned with the government policy. In our strategy is from crisis to resilience, in which everything that we do, much as we have crisis one in a while, we make sure that every intervention is also geared toward a resilience of the community. And we do that in working in 4 thematic areas, which is emergency preparedness and response. We work in health, social behavior change, we have WASH, and then we have food security, livelihood, mainly on the blue economy.
James Riak also talked about waiting the organization not able to do inside the past year.
2025, our reach that is a unique people reach was 1.5 million. When we say unique, it's because there are people who work with us, but they can benefit in multiple areas. That is 1.5. From 2018 to date, we're working in Kenema and Moyamba, and then we have constructed 780 water facilities in those districts, serving over 200,000 people. That is unique beneficiary as well. And in terms of our Blue Economy program, we have restored over 200,000 mangrove trees across the coastal communities in Freetown and also in Cambia. We also created access to informal finance for about over 430 women in Freetown using the BSLA and youth. And also we reduced post-harvest loss by 25% across 7 coastal communities here in Freetown.
Inside Iyon Talk, the Minister of Planning and Economic Development, Kenya Bale, say the open information sharing platform go make government through the Ministry of Planning and Economic Development know about NGO and activity and couple, whether they use for implement program them.
One thing we I want to say is that we appreciate as a government the transparency, the willingness for the NGOs for provide this information, for open with our books, even financial information. Years back, we've been waiting referred to as suitcase NGOs, briefcase NGOs. The NGO director now Moped don't ensure say we don't get any briefcase NGOs whatsoever. We know what you're doing. They follow up on what you're doing, your location, and for verify waiting when they do, waiting when they say when they do. So this all not to the benefit of the people of Sierra Leone. Now that's we there for.
The Minister of Planning and Economic Development, Kenya Bale, and for assure NGO them. We present at this meeting say the ministry will continue for support them for CC. They're able for implement it in them where they don't plan say that they do. For the Society for Radio Democracy, Adeyemi Jackson, the report.
From the report today inside the program, we come to studio guest, Ken Green, the Director General for the Salone Public Transport Authority. We talk about public transportation in the country. Before we can look at some of the plans we wanna get, we conclude on the Waka Fine bus. When them buses have become one of the promise now that in years to come, they go buy more buses and add them to them. But from them, we not see more buses come, and you say now 50 being come, 1 being get issued, and we don't amend 42 day in active service, 12 day get issues, and about 20 and they run now. When will they see new buses then come? Now the system for boost the transport sector.
So we get two ways we would expect say that for happen.
2 buses?
So 2 ways.
Okay.
We think say we can able add to the current fleet with it. Number 1, for the very first time, when we operate now, we they put money aside. We don't get our money every month for fleet renewal. That is for make we go able buy other buses. We them buses go old, they don't outlive then operational usefulness. So that we go then the operation no go start, no go stop. Number 2, as I talk earlier on, the project we take over from the IRON project, when the Kami projects now, then say they consider for buying more bus for puts back na the same. So those are the 2 ways. So we're not clear on that, but arrangement day, and I'm not going to talk too much on that because na the coordinator for Kami project or the staff them of the project will talk more on that. But plans day for add Padden Boston through that project.
Transparency key. And people don't ask how much money Waka Fine don't generate because when they see public reports from Munasi.
We about
this we don't generate.
Transparency case, so I'll give you on the streets.
So now how much money we don't generate so far?
About 12 million new leons, 12 billion old leons a day in a bank as a subsidiary talk. Where we don't they put aside every month 20% of waiting we generate, they go towards fleet renewal. So at the moment, that is what.
This 12 billion within a bank, is it na profit or na the entire money we don't generate?
No, not to the entire money we don't generate. So I said 20%. So like.
Yes.
Yes, if you're patient with me, Musa. So every month, whatever Waka Fine make by the ticket we sell, the total amount for that month, the 20% of that money they gonna bank for fleet renewal, for able buy Boston back for the Bambai. 20%. So then they cumulatively would not able save na bank for renew the fleets them 12 million new leons in a bank, as I tell you so.
All right, so roughly how much on they collect per day?
So it is very, because I tell you, I'll be very honest with you. Recently, with the introduction of the Nkadia, the fare dropped small. So this BNTM, we are raising something like 400,000 leons per day. We're very small. In the past, if these tickets, this card business council, we're close to 800 million. But again, we understand, say, when you introduce new system, you get glitches.
One key thing again that the parts them of them bust there, not it on, even the oil for change, personal can go on order for cam. Is it true?
Of course, they're not true. No, so it's not completely true, because when they buy the bus system, they count a lot of spare parts. Remember, say, Waka Fine, now 2 years this it only operates. Understand? So they don't use a lot of them spare parts and they wake out. Now, the prudent thing is, and this we are working with the Metro Transport Company, therefore always they make sure so they buy enough spare parts with it in stock, so it not go waste the downtime of the bus them na the workshop when they need for maintenance. So yes, things like the transmission oil, they know they pass you go out, forget them. So they are working out directly with the manufacturers for make sure say then get then transmission oil, the exact lubricants them na well in stock, so that as I say, they not go waste them na workshop when they want to do any maintenance or service for them.
All right, inside the program we'll look at some messages them, few way people don't send this one, say it is the best practice in the world, even if you drop at the next stop, it is the same price. If we have to grow as a country, we have to move with the best trend in the world.
More messages them inside the program. This one for Mystic Nadwazak. It is a transportation costs in Sierra Leone are rising day by day, making it difficult for students to get to school on time and leaving many workers stranded. These challenges, driven by the new financial bill and conflicts in the Gulf region, are affecting daily lives across the country.
This other one say, Mr. Green, on have been promised for train people we go to service them bus there. How far with that training day?
This one from Tunde Scott say public transportation is a major issues this government is set to address, more so for people in the eastern, which is the most populated area in Freetown. A lot was promised in their New Direction manifesto. We are yet to see the promises transformed into reality.
All right, Mr. Green, because of time, that now some of the messages there will get inside the program.
Yes, so first of all, I want to tell the listeners then thank you for where they listen and we then contribute towards this program. We are a listening authority. For make we improve the service, now waiting, now suggestions them, concerns them for passage and more go help we for improve the service. So I tell them thank you for their contribution where they make. One of the message where I say transportation because they increase and they make them very difficult for even students them for take the waka fine. So again, I go back to the regulation, the draft regulation we get, this fare and tariff. In that regulation, they will get what we call concessionary fare. So concessionary fare, they look at students, the elderly, disable them, for see them, price them go down. You understand? Where, by the grace of God, we talk with the Ministry of Finance, able for cushion and they for the operators them. So yes, now things they will not say they happen, but now things they will get already now this draft regulation what I tell you about. Also, somebody talk about say we go train mechanics them. So not to we all as a regulator for deal with that. Metro Transport Company, as I tell you something, don't advertise for a maintenance company for handle the repair and maintenance of them boss them. So we hope say then they go through quick and they go to deal with them boss. And then 2 messages then they I think are pick up. Okay. And again, like I say, I want to tell listeners and plenty thank for the observation, the suggestion, and because not only that will make we improve the service.
Plenty thank you for joining us at the program this morning, Mr. Green.
Thank you very much, and thanks to the listeners.
It's in the Acting Director General for the Sierra Leone Public Transport Authority, Isaac Ken Green, as I'm in the inside the program this morning for the updates about the authority in work and safe waiting don't they happen with the waka fine boss them. Well, I have good recording of the program. Good morning, Salon. We come to you live from Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. Plenty thank you to Clifford Walker, DJ Cliff for technical support. Fatimata Samura make on see you live on Facebook, and plenty thank you to the production team. You know, Kabia Mange Mansa we produce the program. So to meet another time, my name is Usman. Come have a wonderful day. Bye bye.
And Musa bye bye.